Hi, Basil. All right, let me get you some water here. Okay, so tonight's story is all about a man named Milton. And Milton loved walruses. He would collect anything that had a walrus on it, whether it was a pack of cards, a cup, coasters, or even t-shirts. Milton would have walruses over everything, but he'd never seen a real life walrus. So, after saving for a while, he finally had enough money to go on a walrus expedition. So he went out on the boat, and the captain said, "Keep an eye out for those walruses. They know everything." Well, Milton didn't know exactly what he was talking about, but he decided he'd have fun anyway. So he took out his binoculars and looked everywhere on the water to see if he could find those walruses. And then one popped his head out right next to the boat. And the walrus looked right at Milton and said, "E equals MC square." And then right back in the water. Milton was shocked. "What?" said Milton. "I didn't know that walruses knew the theory of relativity." "Aye, that they do," said the captain. "They also know everything else there is to know." And one by one, walruses would start popping up and saying all sorts of things. 42. The Earth is 4.6 billion years old. The sun is a medium-sized star. All sorts of amazing facts. Well, Milton didn't know what to think. Wow, I guess walruses really are the smartest creatures in the world. "Aye, that they are," said the captain. "In fact, let me tell you a story." And the captain sat down and began his tale. "Once there was a walrus." Milton interrupted. Do you think we should be watching where the boat is going? Because we're kind of heading towards that iceberg over there." "Just be quiet," said the captain. "There I was, just a wee lad, and a walrus popped his head up, and he told me that he knew my future." "He knew your future?" said Milton, who was now getting interested in the story. "Aye, he knew everything. He knew that the next day there'd be a hole in me ship, and I'd have to abandon the ship." Milton was shocked. "Really? You're telling me that the walrus predicted a hole in your boat?" "Yes," said the captain. "In fact, he predicted everything. He said I'd capsize, and I did." "Fascinating," said Milton. "But are you sure that the walrus didn't just punch a hole in your boat with his tusk?" "No," said the captain. "You see, that walrus was me." Well, Milton was very confused, but at this point, the ship crashed into a big iceberg. "Oh," said the captain, "now I can join me friends." And he jumped off the boat and landed in the water. Splash! And Milton had to rub his eyes because he looked, and there was the captain, but it was actually a walrus in a captain outfit. And the walrus took off the outfit, and he said, "Ha! Nice to meet you, Milton," and then dove into the water. Milton didn't know what to do. "What is happening?" he said. So then he took out 6 balloons that he was holding onto and tied them to his wrist and flew off back home. And then in the middle of flying home, he woke up. "Ah, that's right," said Milton. "I have my trip tomorrow. Oh, that was all a dream, but it felt so real." Well, Milton couldn't go back to sleep, so he decided to get up and get to the boat early. And once he arrived, who do you think he saw? But the same captain. "Aye, are you ready to go?" "No," said Milton. The end. All right, have a great night. Bye.
Boo.